All right, here we go. Time for a base camp. All right, so here we go. It's been a few days since I've streamed. And basically the last time we were had just finished beating bone mass a few times, trying to beef up that bow skill. Got it up to 85, which is pretty solid. And so now what we need to do is go into the mountains. Now, as you know, or maybe you don't know, when you go into the mountains, 6 is terrible. When you go into the mountains, you're going to get attacked by wolves, which are really difficult to kill. And I've been saying since the very beginning, if I die in this game, and this is permadeath, so I die once, that's it. But if I die in this game, then it's going to be the wolves. There are certain other things that are going to be difficult if I manage to get past the wolves, but nothing is going to be as bad as the wolves. So I've decided I'm going to create a base camp where I can, keep some stuff for staying well rested when I'm in the mountains, well fooded up, be able to, create new arrows and things if I need to. And so here we go on to that. So, come on, pigs, why are you not Oh, that's a scrap, that's not carrots. I need some more carrots, I need more pigs. 50's a bit much. Make me some bacon. Alright, I don't want that scrap. Alright, so let's think about what we want to take with us to the base camp. There's a mountain here that I was going to take a look at. I actually did take a peek up there. I also want to pull up my tool. To confirm my remembrance that the poison arrow is the way to go on a wolf. A single arrow has an over 50% chance of killing it on hardcore mode. How am I on food? I'm basically going to be running 3 primary foods. Sausages, turnips, and serpent stew. I may go serpent, turnip, and muck shake. I said turnip, but I think I meant, I'm going to swap these. I always like to have them in kind of a good order. Got a little bit of junk food for, junk times when I don't want to spend important stuff. My good foods. Now I do have early in the game. I really didn't want to build what I just built. Okay. So when you first play this game, serpent stew is like the greatest thing ever. It's a great early game health item. But I've got a fair amount of it, and I've got a bunch more on the boat. So I'm going to make sure I always keep serpent stewed up when I'm anywhere near the mountains. The poison arrows I actually found. I don't think I've been making those. To make poison arrows, I don't know if I can make those yet. I need ooze, which I have a lot of, but I also need obsidian, which you get from the mountains with an iron pickaxe. I've got a little bit more base updating I need to do before I get into the full gist of things. I'm going to have a lot of turnip seeds. I was getting low on turnips a little bit. And turnips being the number one food for me at the moment. Now, all goes well in the mountains. My number one goal, I guess I have two goals, in addition to simply getting into the mountains. There's a few different goals, right? There is, number one, getting onions, seeds. So you can plant onions, make onions. As soon as I get those, I'm coming back. Right? Onions are a huge upgrade. Now the other thing I'm going to need to do over here, I'm going to need to make another chest. Because one chest is not going to be enough. I'm going to have like a carrot chest and a turnip chest. And I planted, I'm doing 3x resources, right? It's the one thing that I've given myself in what should otherwise be a pretty hard game. But then again, I might make it more like 2 or a 1.5 if that even exists. 3 ended up being a little bit much. But I didn't want to spend all day farming, right? I could have spent days here growing the turnips, getting the seeds, planting them, getting more turnips, growing them into seeds, going and ending up where I am here right now, which is that I've got almost 1,000 turnip seeds after just that one little batch that I just did. So I'm going to go ahead and plant a few just to get that out of the way. Still a little dark. And it's possible to plant these things much closer than I am, but it's not. I don't need huge amounts of turnips. In fact, if all goes well in the mountains, turnips might become not necessarily a thing of the past, but almost a thing of the past. With a bow fighter, even having 3 stamina foods in me might not be the end of the world. But the problem is, sometimes you just might get hit by something, And so using 1 slot for the serpent stew and then having 2 solid staminas should be pretty good. Let's get a little close there. So each seed that I'm planting will make 3 turnips. I have to get a little close there. And that's the interesting thing, right? So if I plant 100, that's... so I just planted 100, right? So now I'm going to make 300 seeds. Or 300 turnips. I started off with, just 1 seed. Or 3 seeds that you get from the forest. You plant those, you get 9 turnips. You plant those 9 turnips, each one of those ends up actually making 9 seeds. So those 9 turnips gives you 81 seeds. You plant those, from those you get 243 turnips. You plant those, you get 90, so that's 1,800 turnips, right? A few rounds of this stuff, it really starts to multiply. Repair the thing here. I always like seeing the piggies that are wandering around, because that means there's going to be more in here when the time comes. Alright. hang you back up. Put my pickaxe back. I've got some arrows of different flavors. Probably even too many arrows, really, but if you're bow fighting, that's kind of what you gotta do. Alright. So now let's start planning. The problem is the place that I'm going isn't really super friendly to get to with a cart. Couple rivers in between. It might be that there's a way to get there from the boat from the other side of the mountain. I'm not entirely sure about that. Might be easier just to make a couple of... Well, you know, I'm going to source all of the wood and stone from that place. So what do I need to take with me when I'm there? So I definitely need... You know, let's make a list. Let's make a shopping list, shall we? I've got a little tool here to do that. I wish I could show it on the screen, but it's on a different computer. Alright, so the shopping supplies. I want to make a stone cutter. And I'm going to need to make a forge. And I'm going to want to make the forge level 3. And to make the forge level 3, I'm going to need 2 of these items. The easiest one is a grinding wheel, which I don't have to bring anything. 2 bronze, so I'll make an anvil. And the grinding wheel, which is just going to be, because there's going to be a sharpening stone. I don't want to sharp sticks. Alright, and I'm going to need a level 2 workbench. Maybe even level 3. Maybe I'll bring some stuff to make poison arrows if I can. That way if I get some obsidian I can whip them up, and I think you need a level 3 for that. So I need to make a chopping block. And let's bring, now let's make it something simple. It adds. And then I'm not going to worry about cooking or anything yet. May end up happening, but not anytime soon. We're also going to need to make furniture. So for the chair, I'm going to need 4 fine wood. And I'm also going to want to make the table, which is 6 fine wood. And then what else? I need to make a deer rug. All the little comforts that are going to give me a little something. Raven throne. If I do the raven throne, I don't think I need the chair. A hearth? I'm going to do a hearth for the fire. I don't need anything there. That's just stone. What else? What else will give me comforts? What am I missing? A rug? Oh, I'm like a... What kind of banner do I want to make? Let's make a green banner. We've got the guck, and I don't think I'm going to be using it for anything else anytime soon. The signs, worry about hanging things up. You may want to bring some resin for a couple sconces. Let's say I'm going to make like 6 of those. Armor stand. So I'm going to be making a few trips here. I'm going to have to lighten my load a little bit. Know that I'm going to be reasonably safe when I'm traveling. Alright, I think that's it. Maybe I'll make a reinforced chest so I don't have to have 500 chests around. Yeah. You know, I'm not going to make a green banner because it's just another slot. Is there something that can be done with what I'm bringing already anyway? No, not really. Okay. I don't think the log does anything for me with the chair. Gotta remember to bring my frozen pots here. I'll leave those at 10. Alright, gotta bring those too. I need to start making some more of those. These may start going fast if I live long enough. Thistle, bloodbag, grey dwarf, iron, honey. There's 10 of this? 10 of this, 5 thistles, I think. Was it 2 blood bags? And a grey dwarf eye? Am I remembering that correctly? Yeah. Alright, so I've got those. Now back to my list. So the things I'm going to need to start off. The stone cutter. I only want 1 stone cutter. Alright, so I'm going to need a total of 5 bronze. I actually may need for what I'm trying to do. The sconces. Alright, let's be a little more realistic with the sconces. I don't even know they need 5 bronze for. Three for the ads. Do I really want to make an ads? It's kind of big. I'm already bringing flint for the chopping block. Let me make the tanning rack instead. Means I have to burn less copper to make the 2 bronze. Which I need to do real quick. Okay, what am I going to leave behind on my way over there? First off, some arrows. I don't need these extra arrows, and I don't actually need the poison arrows if I'm not going into the mountains. I do want to bring the stuff that I need. For the stone cutter, I need 2 iron. Stone cutter, forge, I'm gonna need 4 coal. Get that outside. Copper, I need 6 copper for the forge. Oh, you know what? I have to bring coal for the forge, so I might as well make it a black banner. Alright. Forge. There's a coal, copper, deer hide. I'm going to need 9 total of that. I'm going to need 20 of these. Food. I'm going to actually, I'm going to leave the muck shakes here for now, and the jerky. I will take the carrot soup and these. Probably don't need 2 pickaxes at the moment. One thing has to go, that'll be it. I'm not gonna need a poison pot going to the mountains. Stamina and health, I'll always keep. Alright, deer hide flint, 25 flint. Do I have 25 flint? I've got 5, I gotta go get 20 flint. Shoring food. Each one of these, I made 7, 2, 3. Is that a rock? I don't care about that. 4, 5, 6. Does that put me at 25? Should be 1 short, I think, yeah. See, again, you get that 3x multiplier on, and things go much faster. I don't have to spend all day going on the shore looking for stuff. Really focus on the fun stuff. At least more than usual. Alright. So flint, I need to bring 25, and I have 2 more than that, right? 1 more than that. Alright, 25 flint, 2 iron I've already got, 20 leather scraps, 1 sharpening stone I'll make there, which is just something you get from the stone cutter and stone. Stone I'm going to need, I'll get there, wood I'll need there. I'll get there, because it is kind of a forest there. Alright, that's the first part. The second part, coal 4 I'll get outside, 8 more copper. That's for the sconces, I think. 4 more deer hides, I got those already. Fine wood 46, I'll just grab a stack. Since it's the end of my fine wood stacks, yeah. I'm now carrying too much. I think it's because of the metal. The metal's kind of heavy. The fine wood may need to wait until the second trip. Alright, what else? Iron 2, I got, is that iron, do I need 4 total? Yeah, how much do I have? 2, let's grab 2 more. Even that makes me too heavy. Okay. Iron nails, 14, how are these? I'm going to need to burn 1 of these into nails. When I say iron nails, I needed 14. Leather scraps, I need 8 more. Wood, resin, I need 8. I actually plan on bringing a whole stack of resin. That'll probably push me over the edge like everything else. I'm going to axe the bronze pickaxe for a little while. Hoping I could sneak that one in, but no such luck. Alright, I've got most of what I need. I think. The only downside is when I get there, I'm going to have to cut a bunch of wood, which is fine, except it's going to be a little tricky. I might have to leave a couple things here so I can bring some wood with me. I don't have to bring the wood with me. I can drop something when I get there and pick it back up after, so I'll be good. Like that stack of copper, yeah, it's 168. That's a lot of copper. Alright, I think I've got most of what I need. All I need to do now is sleep. And then we'll head out in the morning. And I'm basically going straight west. West off into the wild blue yonder. Okay, crops are going. I got some stuff in the boat I'm gonna have to get out. When I was mapping, I got attacked by some more little jerks, serpents. So, I have a lot of serpent meat. And you can pretty much never have too much serpent meat. I mean, I'm looking at 60, 70 something right now. 80 maybe. Because each serpent I kill, I get like 20, 25 or something. It's another thing. I'll have to sit there and go around and try to find serpents, right? Now, I know serpents have kind of a, let's call it a reputation as being difficult. But once you have a high bow skill, you can knock them out really quickly. With very little danger. They look really mean, but they're easy. I'd like to do this in VR. I've actually played this game in VR, and it's pretty fabulous. All right. Now I think That's the mountain I'm heading to. I don't want any necktails. And the last time I did this, I came over here. Just run across before the tide comes up and I get annoyingly wet. Oh, a 2-star. I almost want to lead him back. I almost hate to kill a 2-star. But with those river gullies, it's just almost impossible. I wonder if I'm close enough to... Well, that's going to be too difficult. But maybe I can not kill him and deal with him later. Could actually start, like, keeping him near my other base. Eventually get him on a boat. But pigs, you know, with the 3x multiplier, it's not that big of a deal anymore. Alright, so up here... Okay. Which arrow do I have selected? Okay, good. Alright. So this looks like a place we've been before. Oh, I left that there because it's a burial chamber. Yeah, eventually we're going to want to get some cores here. Yeah, I didn't need all 40, that whole stack, so I'm going to pop a couple of these down. It's not even actually a bad idea. Yeah, I didn't take any directions or anything. Generally speaking, I think this is west. This way. So let's assume this is west. Kind of travel from there. We're going to have to clear this out a little bit. Okay, so this looks like... Now, I'm not going to get lucky and have like a big stone tower or something here. Of course. I guess there's that little foundation over here I could use as my base camp. Do I want to do that or do I want to start from scratch? Well, you know, we're pretty close. Let's just start here. So first things first, I'm going to throw down the copper. Give me some wood. Trying to avoid pine trees because I don't have to deal with the core wood at the moment. Pine tree again. 32 wood, that's enough for making a crafting table. And then let's make a let's make a chest. Put away some of the things that are heavy that we'll deal with later. Not all those things are heavy, but you know what I mean. Just making some room. So there's a couple things we gotta get. Gotta get wood, stone. If I can find the stone, I'm gonna pick it up that way. It'll just be a lot easier. Although I do need fairly large amounts, so maybe I will make me some. Probably going to need near 100 stone at least. And then once I actually start building, it's going to be even more. Might as well make this thing stone. You never know if I'm going to get raided. It's always a possibility. Let's see, any more good rocks around? And I also eventually want to put a bonfire on top. Getting a little low on the grubs. Next one that opens up, which I think is going to be the jerky. I'm going to do it as a serpent meat. I am a little close to the mountain here, aren't I? That's worth a shot. Alright, stonecutter. I put that chest in there stupidly. In any case. 2 iron. I thought I needed another 2 iron for something. I think I did. I don't remember what it was. Alright, needs a roof. Have to make something temporary. Do I have no wood? No. Let's get fast wood. Oh, I'm not even going to be able to pick any up because I have so much stone on me. Sorry, just keeping up on a couple communications in the background here. Okay, that gives me a little bit of wood to work with. Alright. This is a weird design for the home, but that's okay. The sharpening wheel is for the forge, right? So let's make the forge. I didn't bring the coal, did I? I keep forgetting to bring the coal. Oh, well, can't make the forge yet, but I can. Will it let me make things like the grinding wheel? No, that's going to complain because I don't have a forge. Well, let's keep on making other stuff then. Now let's make the tanning rack. Which can go outside. Let's confirm it's going through the stone, okay. That's level 2. The other thing I was going to make is a chopping block. Grab those other 10 things here. So now it should be a level 3 workbench. I'm not entirely sure I need that, but you never know. Next will be, like I said, I can't make the forge. If I can kill an animal quickly, I can make a fire and make some coal. You know, there are freaking animals everywhere. I threw out all those necktails. Let's see, what's this over here? Is this extra stone? That'll be useful. I didn't have the fine wood stack. I might end up needing to make 3 trips here. Really? There's no animals anywhere? All I got is a troll? Oh. Do I get 4? Give me 4 meat. Or 3. 6. Oh, that's good enough. Good enough. I'm pretty close to this meadow right here, so it'll be pretty easy to find. And when I get done, it's gonna be a pretty good-sized tower too. So, all right, let's. You know, one thing I can make. I might as well make to start with as a hearth. Do I want that inside? I do. Just want to make sure it's close enough. Alright. So now I can make couple of these. Now somebody was just attacking me. The Grey Dwarf. Alright. So I'm gonna need the 6 copper. What else for a forge? Four coal kitchen. So I've got everything I need except for the coal, because I forgot to bring coal. Should have that soon out. There we go. No, 2 of them. Let's wait for the other 2. I really don't care about the deer meat, but now I can make my forge. And I can make my grinding wheel. And I should be able to make... I was going to make one other thing. What was it? Am I out of wood? Yeah. The leaping kill. So, even though it's not going to be an easy game with permadeath, no map, hardcore, no portals, I have decided to give myself 3x multipliers, so I don't spend all my time chopping wood and farming and all the other not so fun stuff. Alright, now I should be able to make, yeah, the other thing here. Although, never find a good location for it. And it'll go there, it's just not a good location. Okay. This is not going to be my final roof. But I just got to get something for bedtime. prepare what I can. It's almost nighttime, but I can start. Let's make a stairway right here, because I'll probably be coming in up through here. And then we're going to want to start, let's see, putting the door here. That's a little too big. Stagger it a little bit, give it a little bit of flavor and texture and color. This is kind of all fitting in a little bit with what they had. I was considering making this that's annoying. Already getting a little low on stone. Luckily, got almost 2 more stacks. And now the always problematic, you are not rested. Have to finish this roof soon. I think this should be a good height. How much wood do I have? Probably not enough for the roof that I need to make. Let's hurry up and get some of that. Fir trees, where it's at. Because I have to deal with Corwin. Just such a pain, man. Yeah, 3 high looks good. Alright, now the fun begins. I don't know if I want to use 45s or 26s. I'm going to do 45s or 26s. Should end up being kind of a double like this. Still high enough that I don't think we need to worry too much about Let's start at the front. Let's start it at the front. I wonder why they're not quite meeting. What happens if I start from there? Come down. Looks a little better. It's going to be dark in here. I need to make some sconces. What do I need to make sconces? Resin and the copper. That's way too much copper. Although that's what I wanted. Okay, so wanted to have 2 on the inside and a couple on the outside. Why is that out? Is it from the wind? Oh, is it because it's too close to the thing? Probably just lost all my resin that I put in. Interestingly, that one's they're allowing. No, it wasn't that. What was it? Is this thing really upset with the wind? Let's fill it in and see what it says. That's what I'm looking for. And a couple of these. And same thing on the other side. What is that sconce complaining about? I'm very confused. Time for my meeting. Time to go. Sorry about that.